Hi, everybody. Get on into Orphy Jeans. It's cold.
Yeah, it's cold in the DMV.
Got it. Got to get into Orphy Jeans where it's nice and warm. The fires are blazing hot as they're making food all day long.
All day long.
All
They
day
got the
long.
fryer going. They got the grill going.
We got to talk about all of the happenings here in Washington, D.C., especially the shenanigans over there near Fairmont Crest.
Hmm.
Oh, those rich folks. Hey, Margaret, come on in, climb on in, sit down. Sit down. We got the jukebox ready to play whatever it is that you're looking for.
And June will be over to get your order in just
How
momentarily.
you doing, honey? June is sick, so don't let her breathe on your food. How you doing, honey? What do you want? We got pancakes today. Wouldn't that be something? They just bring in like some waitress named Flo. She's like, I'm gonna show you the ropes, June, and show you how to get all the tips. Came down
Yeah,
from Joycey.
maybe that smell come out from underneath, from behind the counter every once in a while, right?
Oh my gosh. No, that's actually for the eagle-eyed viewers out there. That's a reference to Boy Meets World.
And mine was a reference to Alice.
Yeah, right.
Hmm.
All
Smell
right,
coming from
folks.
behind the counter.
Sorry, hang on. I got an important text message. I gotta deal with here.
Okay,
Sorry.
it's okay.
Do do do. Sorry. Okay, sorry. All right. Oh, my bad. Hi, Jeannie. Welcome to the show.
Hi,
Hey,
everybody.
everybody.
Hey,
Hey.
everybody.
All right, folks. Washington, D.C. It's cold. We got to talk about this show. Beyond the Gates, that is.
Beyond the gates. Yes. Yes. And our good friend he's not our friend, but we sure wish he was, John Lindstrom, is now in the opener
He
of Beyond the Gates
is.
because he's under contract. No.
Yeah, we are now in season 2 of Beyond the Gates.
Mm-hmm.
Season
And
2.
John's under contract, and it looks like Derek is not.
Well, as commented on last week, there was some cast changes on Beyond the
Mm-hmm.
Gates, and so that's what we're dealing with now. We can see the result of that. So,
Mm-hmm.
it is what it
Mm-hmm.
is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It was
Sorry.
a good show. It was, of course, it's very heavy into Anita this week, as it should have been. That is their leading story right now.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yes, 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 yes.
But
I'm so sorry for the
before we
distraction.
before we get on to that, though,
Mm-hmm.
before we get on to that, um, Dana Leslie, girl, you might have met your match. Do not, you are messing with Joey Armstrong. Girl, he doesn't care who you're dealing with. He don't care if you're the best thing that Marcel's seen in the last 20 years. You are playing with fire. You better not even open a dumpster with him, much less any kind of like free clinic that ain't going to be free. Come on.
Yes, for sure. No, you can't join forces with Joey Armstrong and have it be clean.
No, no, he's going to run money through there, drugs through there, or something.
Yeah, totally, totally. He's gonna have some sort of side to, even if it's another casino. Just, hey, you're on your
Yes.
deathbed. You wanna go ahead and gamble your bill? It's a free clinic,
And
so
and the fact that it might give him a little bit of benefit in the eyes of the folks from from the country club, they might think, oh look, Joey's not so horrible. Maybe we can let him into the graces because Vanessa loves him so much. Our best friend Vanessa.
so sorry. I'm having a little meltdown here. I gotta pause one more time. Hold on. So sorry, so sorry.
Okay, man, man. So yeah, Vanessa's playing with fire with Joey, doesn't realize it. And Dana Leslie is going to get what is coming to her. I have a feeling because Joey's going to snap on her in in no time. He's going to snap on her and she's going to say, "Oh no, how can I backtrack out of this? Oh, Marcel, help me." And he's going to say, "Well, when it comes to Mr. Armstrong, that's the one area where I can't help you in. You better watch where you tread." And I I want to see Dana Leslie, not necessarily like lose everything and take a giant step back to before she ever, came to town. I don't want that for her. But I want her to realize that, hey, you can't just run people off the road and then mess with their IVs and then wear multiple hats and be different people and treat your daughter like garbage and use her as a tool. Something needs to happen to Dana. And I don't want it to be the demise of Peaches. I don't want to see that. I want her cage to be rattled good. I've been talking the whole time,
Thank
Matt.
you, Mom. I can't wait to listen back on it. I really can. I really can. Sorry, folks. Just dealing with real life here. Everything is fine. Nothing is on fire. Everything is okay. Just had to talk about a little finance here and there because I had to buy a tire this morning. And folks, emergencies suck, especially when you're living on the razor's edge of finance. So, just had to deal with that a little bit. Everything's all good.
Well,
With that,
what I was talking about how I want to see Dana Leslie not be like annihilated like before she ever came and started her shenanigans. I don't
uh-huh.
want her to take a giant step back to, to nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But I want her to get her cage rattled hard by Joey.
Yeah.
I don't want her to be able to run people off the road
No.
or poison your IV
Mm-hmm.
or treat your daughter like garbage
You want
or any of
her.
that.
You want her
I
to see what
want,
real villainy could be like.
yeah, I think she's going to find out, okay, oh, I've been playing. I've been playing this entire time.
Oh.
I've been pretending.
Yeah, maybe let me try to back off this a little bit.
Because Joey will pow.
Yeah. Alicia is back with us. Hello, Alicia. Does Samantha know that Leslie named the clinic after herself? She wonders. I don't know.
Did she say what she was going to name it?
I mean, has named the clinic after herself. I would assume that Leslie has dropped some sort of a line at some point saying that she intends on calling it the the Leslie Free Clinic. She's the one
Oh
funding it,
my
isn't she? I'm
goodness.
not mistaken
Oh
about
my
that, right?
goodness.
She's the one dropping down the money with Joey's backing.
Well, half and half, right?
Yeah, yeah, I think that was the deal that they made. So, yeah,
Yeah. And I think
shoot, call it the
I think
Leslie Free Clinic. Do it.
Joey's thinking, "Oh, I can do some kind of seedy nonsense through this
Oh,
thing," but at the same
absolutely.
time, folks in town might think I'm okay.
Hey,
Might think I have a redeeming value. No, not really. Not really. And I was saying this, man. Dana Leslie could get herself real far into it. Oh my gosh, realize how dangerous Joey is. Go to Marcel, and Marcel, well, babe, I got you for this and that, but not this.
yeah, yeah, right. Yeah, I got you back for a couple of things, but when it comes to Joey, oh, not with Joey. Mm-mm,
No,
I
no,
got some lines here. I got some boundaries that we cannot cross.
exactly, exactly.
Happy Sunday, Jenna. Thank you for joining us. Hello,
And
Sandra.
we had to get like, and we had to see Leslie and Marcel, you know, with the afterglow and all that.
Yeah,
It was it was pretty nasty.
yeah, you didn't like it, huh? You didn't like that loving on soaps? You didn't like that love in the afternoon?
I love me some love in the afternoon, but that he's gross. He's gross. I think Vanessa and Joey are gross too. But if they're in like a regular hotel room, bedroom setting, they're not as nasty.
Uh-huh.
But then when they're on that poker table where everybody coughs, sneezes, puts their boogers on it, everything happens on that.
Everything does.
And then Vanessa puts her naked butt on there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, what are you going to do? Bring your own
Girl, you're
sheets?
gonna get an infection.
You're going to bring your own sheets? Is that what you're going to do?
Well, you got to do something. You got to do something. I don't know. At least bring some hand sanitizer. Do something.
Just spray it down with some Febreze. That's what we're
There
gonna
you go.
do. That's what it is. This is Beyond the Gates. Beyond the Gates. Febreze is almost a side character on Beyond the Gates.
That's freaking hilarious. Do they not own Lysol? Because it would be stinking hilarious. You know, whatever product. Oh my, they're just missing the opportunity with
Oh my
this.
gosh, wouldn't it be great? Yeah,
Whatever
Lysol.
product, it's P&G, right?
Procter and Gamble, yeah.
Yeah. Whatever sanitizer that P&G makes, let it be Lysol. I would love it to be
Procter
Lysol.
and Gamble aerosol
Spray the top of
sanitizer.
that poker table really good. Give those chips a wash.
They Procter and Gamble's main aerosol sanitizer is Microban 24-hour disinfecting sanitizing spray.
Oh, that's not as well known as Lysol.
No,
Doggone it.
no, no, no. Microban is what they own.
Oh, too bad they don't own the rights to Lysol.
Yeah, I wonder.
We did see a third product though, because now we know that Cascade Platinum makes your dishes so sparkling clean. There was a
Uh,
third introduction of a product last week, not this week, but the week before.
Lysol.
Danny was doing.
Sorry, Ma. Lysol seems to be owned by Lysol.
Oh, what do you know?
Yeah, owned by the Reckitt Company, the Reckitt Brixner Group. So it's not one of those like Johnson and Johnsons or Nestle's or
Yeah, it's
anything
not
like
one of
that.
those products, huh? It's not under a big old umbrella.
Well, I mean, it might be, but not
Well, it
one
might
that
be, but
not one that's Johnson and Johnson or the ones that we always talk about.
you know what would be funny? Well, they won't do this, but it would just be funny.
Mm-hmm.
Like Danny sprays someone, like some funky person comes into the country club or comes into the house or something.
Uh-huh.
It would be actually cute if they did it to like a younger boy, because you know how boys don't have younger, like 12 to 14,
Uh-huh.
where they don't really, the hygiene is not really, it's not sticking yet. And then they come in through the back door of Danny's house,
Yeah.
some distant cousin at a
Uh-huh.
party or something, some
Yeah.
backyard party. And that boy and they're like, ooh, boy, hot dog water, and spray him down with Febreze. That would be
Yeah.
funny.
That would be hilarious. The Rickett family, just to close the loop on that, all right? The Rickett family, the Rickett Corporation of Ownerships, they own things that you know, such as Lysol,
Hmm.
Airborne, the vitamin C supplement.
Oh, yeah. They get the
Uh,
cold, knock the cold out.
they also you do Airwick, the air freshener.
Oh, see, that's not far off from Febreze right there.
And I think the most interesting part of their company list is Durex.
Isn't that like a diuretic thing?
No, that's for your willy, so you don't have any babies.
I didn't know. I didn't know. I haven't worried about that in some time now.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh
No,
my
no.
gosh. Anyway, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah. Well, hey. You know who probably should invest in Durex? It's probably Vanessa. It's her business. It's her job. She runs the Gigolos, and she's got a very healthy relationship going. Well, healthy in one direction with Joey.
Yeah, she
Alicia
does.
says that Cascade Platinum is a great detergent. So go P&G.
Well, I actually do believe, after all these years of domestic bliss,
Tried and tested by a real mother.
by a real, I do think that Tide is a superior. And I actually do think that Cascade is superior.
Well, go Procter and Gamble with your excellent product and your wise product placement.
And don't always buy Tide because I think it's too damn expensive
It is
sometimes.
expensive, but gosh, those Tide Pods. Just throw it right
But
in.
but I do only use Cascade Platinum because I do think it is that better.
I'm sure that the Dupree family used Tide Pods with Color Safe detergent for their fabulous party that they threw this week. The Duprees love to throw a party, folks.
The Dupree's, but you know what though? They're so glamorous. They
Yeah.
can't put their clothing in water. That's all dry clean stuff.
Well, I don't know about the costumes that they were wearing at the carnival that they were doing this week. Uh,
Well,
it
I thought their little party was kind of cute. I thought it
was.
was a great idea
Mm-hmm.
of Anita's.
Yeah.
Or not the, the night before first treatment when you don't know. Some people can get chemotherapy,
Yeah.
and sure, it affects how you feel, but not everybody it has the affects how they feel immediately.
Right.
They can have a treatment or two and still feel normal,
It's got to
and
build
then
up a
they
little
start
bit.
feeling like crud.
Oh yeah. Totally.
And some people get their very first treatment and they can't, they just are nauseous and sick and they're bad from the
Everybody is
get-go.
different. Everybody's
Everybody's
body
different.
is different. They react to things differently. You're your own unique ecosystem, folks.
So I thought Anita's idea for the night before her first treatment to be celebratory
Mm-hmm.
and fun and kicking it as a
Yeah.
family and dancing around with their parasols
Yeah.
and I loved it.
And we got
I loved
everybody
it,
there again, Ma. You know how much I love that.
and I love the part about flashing, and
Get them beads, folks.
no, I don't take off my complete top. I just flash.
The show is super fun. Like that's one thing that Beyond the Gates really has going for it. It's a lot of fun. Even in the throes of their deepest plots, it's still a lot of fun. Somebody's kidnapped. It's fun. We're revealing that I killed somebody on the side of the street. It was fun. And now we're leading into a cancer story, which is going to be taken very seriously. We've seen it taken seriously so far. And we're still going to sprinkle a little fun in there, a little family moments, a little
Yes.
togetherness. And I think that's something that we really like from Beyond the Gates. And it's something that this show, this soap, is able to achieve still because it's not so saturated with all of the extended families of this, that, and yesteryear of the last 60 years. You're
Right.
really able to focus on the Duprees as who they are now without any sort of baggage on anything that came before or reliance on anybody that is still there because they're demanding.
I think the Duprees, though, they're really, when need to have each other's back, they have each other's back. They are solid. Now, the Duprees, I really think this. Their manners need to be not so impeccable that they can't even be themselves.
Well, that's a side effect of living that life.
But that's what I see with them. It's like don't be so perfect in the way in your image you project that you don't even know who you are anymore and you can't be real.
You, I think that you and I share this immunity to baloney out there. There's an element of, and it's not like we don't have a tradition or two. Like there's things that we like to do annually and stuff that we expect during the holiday season or for a birthday or a funeral or whatever. Like, there's those
Sure.
things. They're more expectations, I'd say, than traditions. But you and I think we don't have time for all of that. Like, just give me it up front. Just let me know what's really going on, and let's not cover it with a bunch of unnecessary, goofy ass ceremony.
Exactly. Exactly. You know,
Like with the forks and the place settings and the dishes and the particular glasses that are for things, and you have a salad fork and a soup spoon and all that. Like, come on, folks, just eat.
yeah. Yeah. And I and cotillion? No.
What about
I
a
don't like
debutante, Mom? Are you all for a debutante ball?
I don't like any of that. I think it's all posturing bullshit.
Oh, we're swearing it up this Sunday, folks. Come for the uncensored 10th floor. Yeah, I don't. Shoot, my favorite wedding is when you throw the two people up there. They're like, "Hey, we got hitched," and then you go party. We don't need like the hour and a half long ceremony with the speeches and the
No, and
long vows and
if I take my shoes off during the reception and walk around barefooted for an hour and a half, I don't want that to be the scandal for the next 2 weeks.
Now,
Can
I
you
will say,
believe
I've
she
never
walks
been.
around barefooted?
Now, if I had to go to a wedding and it was very long and I took my sandals off because my feet were hurting because I wear such stunning high heels, And then somebody showed up and pulled a gun on the groom to be like, "You left me for my daughter's friend." I think that I might put my shoes back on and become very invested once more.
I don't know. I think I can run faster barefoot.
You're just out of there. Just out of there. Out of there like Danny. No, not Danny. Who's out of there? I don't know. Nobody ran off today. Somebody needs to run away on this show.
You know what I think is? You know what I think Danny is? Pregnant. I
Really?
think Danny's pregnant
Why you say that?
because last week there was one scene where she just was turned off by food.
Oh, really? She's gonna be
Uh-huh.
pregnant. She's gonna have one
I
of those
think
late in
Danny's gonna
life
be
pregnancy.
pregnant.
She's gonna be like, "Oh no, I'm going through the change." What's it's a baby? It's
I think
Andre's
Andre
baby.
done knocked Danny up.
Well, they definitely boned enough for that to happen.
They sure
I
have.
mean, it can only take one, but yeah,
Hmm.
anytime you do it more than once, you just up your odds.
Yeah,
And so I think they just exceeded 100% at some point.
and it seems to me like on the soap operas lately that women beyond the age of 45 have forgotten that they're still an egg is still popping out of there.
Well,
They're still popping out, girls.
I
Those
think
eggs are
also at the
still
same time
popping
though,
out.
if you were to take a look at the cast of soaps in the 80s and 90s versus the casts of soaps now, it skews a little older
Hmm.
than it had before. So I would say that might have a little bit more to do with it. It's just that we have available, and baby stories are going to happen.
Hmm.
They're the bread and butter of soaps. All right.
And I think that Danny's going to be on the fence of what she's going to do because she now knows that she does have the BRCA gene.
Right. Well, she's got that weighing on her. Also, she's got grown kids.
Yeah, she does.
So what am I going to do? Have a brother or a sister for my two daughters that's 22 years younger than they are?
Well, it's no different than Bill trying to do it.
Well, I guess. But yeah, I guess. But Bill's nasty. Bill is like Bill. Who is it? Tony Randall, who just wouldn't stop having babies.
Tony Randall was 85 years old when he had his last child.
Right? Can you imagine that family? I would imagine Nick Cannon is going to continue to father kids well into his old age. He's going to have 50 of them by the time he's done.
That's just, I don't understand any of that.
Hey, if you got the money to support all those kids and you got a happy little family going, do it. Do it.
No, no.
Is Danny
He got
pregnant?
10 youngins, he ain't present for hardly any of them.
You don't know that. Are you hanging out with Nick Cannon?
You know he ain't making no time for 10 kids.
You don't know that. He could give them all even attention. Split 10 ways. He could be hanging out with all of them at one time. I don't know.
No, I don't know. I know what's unlikely, though.
Whenever he's not on the Masked Singer stage, he could be having a big old party with his family, Dupree style.
Well, he needs to keep on working. He's got child support to pay.
Yeah, well, I mean, a number of those kids have come from the same people. He's got himself a network. He's got himself a fine little life, Ma.
Yeah, I bet he does.
He does.
He does.
This
He
became the
better
Nick
make a
Cannon
drumline
podcast,
too, is what
everybody.
he needs to do. Get in the drumline too.
In any way, back to Beyond the Gates. Is this the end of Cat and Tomas?
Um, uh,
God,
well,
we hope so.
it's not fair, okay? It's not. You're asking someone with a skewed opinion on it. Okay,
Because your answer is God, I hope so.
gosh, I hope so because I find the character of Tomas to be boring,
Hmm.
and I find the actor not to be great.
So you're just looking for him to get cut like the cut old Derek.
Yeah, he and Derek should go off to some other place. Yes.
Derek has been demoted and Ashley is moving on. Sorry, Derek. I don't think there's much room for you on Beyond the Gates in the near future.
No, I don't.
Oh, good news, Jeannie. Good news. You need to watch this week, and now you could also watch all of Season 1 of Beyond the Gates, which has been restored to Paramount+.
Has it?
It has. It has.
Well,
Paramount's listening, folks.
well, that's good. That's good. That because I'm surprised actually because it seems to me like a lot of large conglomerates, large businesses have a hard time doing what is obvious
I think that it might have come from
but
a
in a quick way.
I think it might have come from a lower level than like the high conglomeration that is CBS Paramount, and more of like the local level of like the streaming app itself. Because they got a little more understanding of the ebb and flow, as we all do. The closer we are to the work, the better we understand it. The further are we
Right.
away from it, gosh, we think that, well, I wrote this down on paper, it should work. Uh, so I think the people who run the streaming app actually were like, well, I mean, if people are signing up for this app in order to watch this show, and it's a soap opera, then it would make more logical sense for us to make more of the soap available, especially with such a rabid fan base. They also have at their fingertips data that we don't when it comes to rewatchability and how many people came and went and how much of this is being watched late weeks and weeks after it's actually been posted. So
Right.
with all of that at their fingertips, I'm sure it was a very easy decision for them to make at the app level to restore all of that. The cost, though, I don't really know what the residual schedule is like for daytime. I
Mm-hmm.
don't think there is one. So I think they just get paid their salary and that's it. So there might not be any added cost for making that available, but
Mm-hmm.
maybe there is. I don't know.
I have a feeling it doesn't cost any money to do it.
I get the feeling it doesn't cost any money to do it either because it happened. Uh,
And it happened
and
quickly.
it happened very fast. So yeah, if there was money at play, I would imagine that they would drag their feet a little bit because Hollywood wants their cash.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hope they figure out how to go back. I was feeling so nostalgic over like early 2000s television.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, it was seedy a little bit, just a little bit, but it was fun. It
Mm-hmm.
was fun. It was fun. Even with a million channels, you still found something to watch. It's harder to find something nowadays to watch with everything at your fingertips and streaming. Anyway,
Well, you know what people wind up doing? I'm guilty of this. There's just so many choices, you don't even get past the guide.
you're right. It does make me think of like walking through a video store though, because it's just cover after cover after cover, and so that reminds me of like walking through Blockbuster and looking at all the covers of things. But there would be like entire sections of Blockbuster that was one movie, the new releases, just the whole,
Yep.
all those
Yep. Yep.
tapes.
Yep.
I
That
wonder
was
if Michelle
time one.
Valjean knew or found out when we did. Oh, about Paramount Plus? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
She's got to be pleased about it, though.
I would hope so. I would hope so. Danny's got the gene. Nicole does not have the gene.
Right.
So that means that Nicole would not have passed it to her daughters. So
Nicole only got
now,
one. Well, Nicole only got one baby girl.
well, I say daughters because it's only a matter of time before Eva's one of hers.
Yeah.
Danny, on the other hand, has two daughters. So what do we think is the future for that, huh?
I think the girls are going to get tested,
Mm-hmm.
and I think at least one of the girls will be a carrier.
Mm.
And my guess would be
The one that doesn't want to have babies, and she's going to be more
exactly the one
justified in that
doesn't
decision.
want to have babies.
She's gonna be
Yes,
like, well,
I think
good.
it's Naomi. I think it's Naomi.
Well, good. I think it is too. Just the one that whatever one's married to Jacob. Uh,
Uh-huh.
yeah, and it might even like that. Maybe it'll also be another wedge between them because we all know that one's not going to last. Martin and Smitty,
Sure,
they might
and
be able to
she
figure it
could.
out. These two,
She could. She could when she find, and a lot of women do this, and I actually have a cousin that did it. When they find out they've got that gene, they go ahead and have their breast removed then.
just the mastectomy.
Yep.
Just deal with it then.
As a preventative kind of thing. Kind of like Angelina Jolie did years ago.
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
guys
yeah. I've
are
heard of
aware.
it too. Absolutely. I'm sure plenty of
Yeah.
people know of people who have taken that step as a
Your
preventative
cousin
caution.
Rachel did it.
Yeah, like I said, we all know or know of people who've gone through that.
Yeah.
So, hoping for the best when it comes to the story. We know it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be an easy road for Miss Anita, especially when she's hunting for that Emmy. Cassie thinks that Kat is a royal pain in the ass. She couldn't even be
Well,
there for her grandma when she said she'd be there.
I think well, I thought she's a pain in the ass too. I think she's a spoiled brat, very spoiled brat. I think this miracle baby has been miraculously spoiled since
Mm-hmm.
birth by
Yes.
both her parents.
Uh-huh.
Um, so yeah, I think she's a spoiled brat, but I also saw Kat have very remorseful about her decision and sorry, and I'll never do that again. I'll be there for the family. She
Good. She
recognized
learned from it.
how selfish
Mm-hmm.
and childish she was behaving.
Yeah, and that's what we want to see, right? We want to see growth. We want to see a reflection upon your poor choices, and maybe a different one made
Hmm.
in the future. That's what we want. That's what we want. We want growth for Kat. We want to see her evolve and become
You
more
know,
tomorrow than what she was yesterday. That's what we want.
now her brother Martin, I tell you, Martin has been a little tiny man since he was 2 years old.
You can tell, right?
Right? He's
Mm-hmm.
been a little tiny man since he was 2 years old. You could tell Martin has never ever has been told, change your clothes, get your play clothes on. He just did it.
He just took care
He
of it
never had to be told to organize his backpack. It was just always immaculate.
because he had such a great example in Grandpa Vernon.
I think he's just a little, he just crawled, he just walked right out of Nicole as a little man.
Well, folks, if you're a fan of Martin and a fan of Brandon Claiborne, who plays him, you
Hmm.
can check out his Twitter feed, his Instagram, all of that stuff, or even Google his name because he used to be an underwear model, folks, and you can go check that out yourself if you want.
Oh my goodness. He was in the catalog, huh?
I don't know how deep he got into it. It might have just been like, some
Was
package
he a
covers.
Calvin Klein
No,
model?
no, 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 no. I don't think
Okay,
anything out there would give you a suggestion of how fun it would be. But if you want to see him without a shirt, it's definitely out there because he used to model that sort of stuff.
mm-hmm. Well, he is quite handsome. He is quite handsome. But it is but Martin the character, he just reminds me of just like he's been a Steph shirt his whole life.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Totally. Totally. Absolutely. We all know the type.
Never's done anything like completely unexpected. You
Well,
could just
except for
like kind
killing
of
that
count
man.
on him
Except for killing that man
from
two
an early
years ago
age.
on the side of the road.
But
That was
right.
a little unexpected.
Yeah. But that's why he went all crackers about it for a minute too, as he could it was out of his control. And one thing that Martin is all the time is in control.
Except for that one time he wasn't, which is why it was extra freaky.
Right. Right.
Well, I don't know. I always go back and forth with Smitty and Martin because I think that they're destined to remain together, and then also I'm like they'll split, and then it's like week over week whether or not it's tense between them or fine, or tense or fine, or tense or fine.
Oh, I want Martin and Smitty to stay together. I want them to have a trouble or two, but I
Hmm.
want them to stay together. And it seems like they've gotten over that hurdle. It doesn't.
Yeah.
They're not trying to split them up right now. It doesn't
No.
seem like they're trying to
No.
write them in the middle of a split up anymore.
No. 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 I think that they've reconciled from Martin keeping the secrets
Mm-hmm.
and hopefully they got a strong front for the future, especially with them kids, those entitled children that they have. Continue to get in
I don't
trouble.
know so much at their Samantha. She wants her cotillion and everything. She's leaning into it. She leaning into being a Dupree.
Oh yes.
Where Tyrell not so much.
Tyrell's a nerd. He doesn't care about the Dupree name.
No, and he don't care about no cotillion either. And yes, his girlfriend has a little bit of an, but I'm not a big fan of that kind of stuff. So what she was saying in Orphe Jeans about the cotillion,
Yeah.
well, I was right there with her.
Yeah, skip that crap. That's something to make
crap.
your mom and dad happy. You know, you want to throw yourself a 15th birthday party?
Why you
do it.
care what other people think when you don't even care about those people?
Those who matter don't mind, and those who mind don't matter.
Yes.
Easy words to live by. Well, easy words to say, harder words to live by. I should say.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, of course, he's always going to have the pressure of popularity, right? Of acceptance, of throwing a rager, of having a great time and looking like a king when he walks across the campus next time. Everybody wants that a little bit, right? Even if you're the chess club nerd.
Right. And you know, it cracked me up. It cracked me up when Nicole was talking about how many times Martin was a date for a cotillion.
Mm-hmm.
Was, you know, the, I guess you want to say escort, but you
Yeah.
know, the
Uh-huh.
person, the date for the
Yeah,
cotillion
I know what you
girl,
mean.
and how many proms he did.
Yeah.
And he was always being approached by, oh, yeah, we want that Dupree boy to take our daughter.
Uh-huh.
That kind of stuff,
Uh-huh.
right? Big time.
And then
Can you,
he
they
disappointed
had
all of them.
themselves, they probably had themselves a little funeral service. All the mamas there had a little funeral service when they found out that, oh my goodness, Martin is gay. He is not going to marry anybody
No.
of female persuasion. He is not going to impregnate anybody.
He's probably gonna marry that Bradley Smith. And lo and
Right?
behold, you were right, Gertrude.
But I just can imagine when she was talking about that. Oh my gosh. I thought, oh my gosh, half the country club was so disappointed when they found out that he was not going to be. And he's got a sister and a bunch of cousins that are girls. He's kind of the only one that was going to, like, you know,
It is a female-dominated generation that he belongs
it
in, for
is.
sure. For sure. Well, half the country club was like, oh no, and the other half of the country club was like, oh yeah. So,
Yeah.
who knows what he got into. That's it. I think we can hop on the jet and leave Washington, D.C. behind. We've got an appointment in Salem. There's a wedding to go to. Well, from the texts I'm getting, the wedding's over, but the drama is not.
The drama is not.
So
No.
let's go on over to Days of Our Lives.
Days of Our Lives.
Days of
Salem,
Our
Salem,
Lives.
Salem.
Salem, Illinois. The world's most dramatic small
I
town.
just get this off my chest right away.
Go ahead.
I am not a Brady Sarah fan. What do you want to call that?
But,
Is it
Buke?
Breza? What is it?
We'll just call it puke. Is what
We call it puke.
we'll just call it puke.
So you're not a fan of it either.
I don't think anybody really is. I really don't see anything out there suggesting, at least the vocal fan base. I don't know what somebody sitting on their couch, when they're starting the day at 6 in the morning thinks, right? And they don't engage beyond just watching the show. I don't know what they think. I don't know what they feel.
And who was the last? I'm not sure. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Who was the last person that we saw Brady in the sheets with?
I mean, I want to say Xander's mom. There has to have been somebody since then.
You would think there's been somebody, but I can't think. He didn't have a quick little rendezvous with Kristen.
No.
He hasn't done that.
No.
He hasn't had a regular girlfriend. He's not had a big love interest. I
I
think
don't
he's
know. Ew.
Sarah.
Sarah?
No, honey.
Sarah, how could you? Ugh.
And he-
Brady? Ugh. That's what I want.
Exactly.
Brady, my nephew? Ugh.
Ew.
Ugh.
When it comes to who I love to look at,
Yeah.
Brady's pretty high up there on the list.
Margaret suggests maybe it was Teresa. I don't remember if the Teresa story was before or after Xander's mom, but he definitely hooked up with Teresa when they got. Well, I remember because Brady just couldn't stop himself from using some sort of substance and sleeping with people there for a moment.
There for a moment.
It was either Tracy followed by, or Teresa followed by Xander's mom, or Xander's mom followed by Teresa. But those were definitely the two most recent that we can think of. That I can think of at least. But again, we
When
don't
it
watch.
comes to
Like I said on the other podcast, we're only watching 5 hours of these people's lives. We don't know what he's doing when we're not watching him.
Yeah, but if Brady's getting busy, they're going to want to show the audience Brady's getting busy.
It is true. They like to show Brady getting busy.
Yeah.
How disastrous
So-
do you... yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know what I was
No,
gonna say.
nobody wants it. It's okay, Ma. It's okay. Nobody wants it, but I saw somebody out there suggesting, oh my God, we're going to get 10 months of this. So I don't know what the writers may or may not have said or what may have leaked out there when it comes to Brady and Sarah, but if it's a long-term story, I hope it gets real good. But I don't think
I
it's
hope
going
it
to...
gets real good too.
I don't think it's going to survive off of the chemistry and passion of the Brady and Sarah romance.
No.
I don't see it myself.
Yeah.
So the two hottest men on days are Rafe and Brady, and they both don't have a woman right now, says Jeannie.
That's true.
Well, I mean,
I would agree with you.
I
I would
will
agree with you.
say,
Even though they look very, very different. There are not a whole lot of similarities between those two actors, but they both fine.
Brady and Sarah, though, are pretty much freely kissing, though.
Yes, they are.
Like there was the Christmas reason, and then there was the New Year's, and there was the confession of I liked it. I don't want to forget it. You know, So get used to it is what I'm saying.
Yeah, and it seems like they're gonna. I think Sarah and Brady are gonna fall in the bed fast.
They just have to. Yeah, they do. They just have the wrong characters together. Like they're suffering from having the wrong characters together right now. I understand trying, but also at the same time, they are missing the fan reaction when they write this stuff. They like these people.
And they're so far ahead, they can't pivot.
That's exactly what it is. They're missing the fan reaction to this stuff. They are able. They just. I'm not. Yeah, the pivot point. They don't have a pivot point, and it does bring up things like this. Mm-hmm. Where you're like, okay, Brady and Chris and the fans really aren't into it. I can understand on paper how that might be interesting. We've had these two actors long term. They get along. They laugh backstage. They have great chemistry with other actors. Let's just do it. Let's just give it a go. Let's write a story for it. But without that pivot point, without the fan reaction,
Mm-hmm.
to help you think, not to react to, not to change because they say, but to help you think along other perspectives and think, well, maybe there's a point there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Brady's
I
a rebound. Yeah, Brady's totally a rebound.
And they all but said that.
Yeah.
And Xander needs to be. I wonder if they put Xander with somebody. I don't know who it should be. They put Xander with somebody. Maybe Sarah would not like it.
I can see Xander with a compelling stranger before somebody else on the cast right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, or you know how Days does. Some old Horton will come back to town and he'll fall for her or some nonsense.
Yeah.
You know how they do.
I know. And Xander right now is trying to be good so bad, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
He's trying so.
I want to beat this
so
man's
much to be
ass
good.
so badly. I just want to throw him over this desk and launch him into a fireplace, but instead I shall just fire him.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what he did. At least he's not trying to go after him with Lucille, you know?
Brady and Sarah better not have a baby if they're going to be waiting 9 to 10 months before breaking them up. Xander and Sammy would be fun, says Margaret. See, that's the thing. But we're not going to get a full-time Sammy, right? Like that would be fun, but she's not coming back for a full stint,
I don't think so.
Not unless they can offer her that Hallmark money, which they can't.
Yeah. I don't even think they can offer 99-cent shoebox money right now.
Here's the day rate. You're gonna come by because you like Days, because you like playing scenes with Roman. That's why you're gonna come back, right? You owe it to your fans, Allison.
Did you not? Didn't you? I'm steadily finding when it comes to and I talked about this a little bit last week, but I saw it more this week. I am steadily finding when it comes to old school characters.
Yeah.
Kate is a bitch.
Yeah. We said we
She was mean to Bonnie.
Yeah, remember? Yeah, last week we said
this week.
we said that she's the mean old lady on the cast. She's just so
She
mean.
is.
Now,
And she was-
okay. So there must listen. We're the Days for Dummies. It says it right up here. Right up here. Days for It's the first thing you see if you look top down. It's Days. We don't know nothing about nothing, especially before 2 years.
We know something about the last 2.5 years, and
That's about it. That's about it. So when it comes to the ongoing contentious relationship of Kate and Bonnie, we don't know. Apparently, Bonnie wrote a book before, and it was about Kate's kid, I guess, Lucas. I guess. So I guess there's some tension there where she doesn't really want to give her another chance because of this, even though she's a proven good writer who apparently
She wants to put it straight in the garbage.
Right, but there's something there, there's something there, there's something there, something that will bon. And Kate does not like old Bon Bon over.
No.
You know? So.
So what is it, Jeannie? Tell us why.
Yeah,
Why?
Jeannie. Come on, Jeannie. Why are
Why?
you so quiet, Jeannie?
Why does Kate disapprove of Bonnie so much?
Let us know. Anybody else? Cassie, anybody else that's a big Days fan? Cassie, do you know? Huh? What about
But
you,
evidently,
Alicia?
Kate is not a Bonnie fan and won't give her a chance. Now, who was it that had the manuscript and he was starting to read it? Who
Kate?
was that? Because somebody's going to read it and like it.
Yeah, it'll be like the Demiras, and it'll be, oh, we're going to start our own publishing wing. Margaret says Kate was a mean, middle-aged lady. At least she's consistent. So what is it that Roman likes her? Does he just like her spice? Is that what it is? She's like, oh, I really like how you dress down a lighting. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
He just really
And
likes
what really, I think last week is when I really thought, ooh, Kate, when she giving the dirty eye to Marlena. Marlena is in a very vulnerable state, and the last thing she should be in the middle of Brady, in the middle of the pub, Marlena and Roman have an embrace. She should not be jealous in slightest so in.
I got it.
She should be up, and
I'd
she
be
should be the
nervous.
third person in that hug. Is what
I
she
would
should
be nervous. I would be nervous. It is the Roman and Marlena connection. They share children. He raised
Yes,
her when he was dead. Marlena raised Carrie as if she gave birth to her.
Yes.
Carrie is not really not. She did not give birth to Carrie.
No.
Roman came into the relationship with Carrie, and when Roman was gone, she raised her as her own. No, grandma. Well, maybe.
No.
I'm sure she hung out with the Hortons some.
Probably.
Brady, excuse me. I'm sure he hang out with Carolyn some. But she raised that kid on her own. Brother, sister with the twins and all. So
Yes.
there's an unbreakable bond between Roman and Marlena, and I mentioned it on last week's podcast too. If it wasn't for the John Black of it all, Roman and Marlena may still be together today, and so Kate may be feeling like old Javier Hernandez.
Maybe. But if I don't know, this is just my own personal stuff leaking into it, It's like, girl, if you can steal him, you can have him. He ain't worthy of me any longer.
At this
Done.
age too, you guys have been together for a decade, and if you can steal him now, he ain't worth
You can
nothing.
have him.
He's fine. I'll be fine on my own. I need that old wrinkled butt around me anyway. No, I like to do. I think that there is a charm between Roman and Kate because we don't get to see a lot. We get to see a lot of the younger generation of people interacting with each other, and it's something that longtime fans of Days of Our Lives actually comment on. Like, can we get more Steve and Kayla? Can we get more Roman doing something? Can we get more of the characters that we still have a strong connection to? And so when we do get scenes between Roman and Kate where they're just sitting around the table at Brady's pub talking about whatever's going on, and he's like, come on, Katie, tell me more. Like, you can see the dynamic between them, the actual relationship and marriage between the two of them. It's nice. It's nice. And it really reminds me of just how strong of a cast it really is if you give them something to do.
Yeah.
I mean, Josh Taylor's no slouch. Like, I'm real interested in Josh Taylor, and I understand that he's up there in age, and maybe he just doesn't have it in him to do a lot anymore. I don't know. I don't know him. You tell me. But I'm real curious about him. I'd like to see more. But also, is that a problem that I'm far more curious in Steve Johnson and Roman Brady over anybody like Brady Black or Alex Kyriakis or...
And it's imbalanced too. It's imbalanced in this way. There are legendary characters. There's only a couple of dudes, but there's like 4 or 5 women left.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Right?
yeah. And Wendy's off the market. She married Trip in China.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, legacy characters. Like, there's Maggie. There's Marlena. There's Julie. There's Kate. There are all these long-standing female characters. Where with the men, there's 3, maybe. We got Steve, Roman, Abe.
Yes. Well, I mean, I guess classically, though, men die first.
Yes, they do.
There's that. Also, it's a compliment and also at the same time for Days of Our Lives because they really do hold on to their cast. If it's a compelling and interesting character, and the actor is interested in continuing, Days of Our Lives seems to be just fine when it comes to
Absolutely.
keeping it going, keeping it going, keeping it going.
And going.
You know,
Yeah.
even Bill Hayes, you know, and his ripe old 90-year-old showing up, can't see a thing anymore. But they still sit him in the chair, have him recite some lines, do a fun little thing with Dick Van Dyke because they can, you know? Like,
Yeah.
that's like the only Doug scene I've ever seen, by the way.
The one in the hospital where they do the soft shoe.
I mean, I'm sure, okay, I've seen like 3 other Doug scenes, but like, you know, like we really we got the very tail end. We saw like his last 3 or 4 scenes with the
Yes.
soft shoe with Dick Van Dyke, into all the way through Julie, you know, wishing him well and all that on some Christmas or Thanksgiving or something before he goes upstairs.
Yep.
Don't forget that Kate and Roman share kids as well, Rex and Cassie.
Oh, Rex and Cassie are their babies together.
Wow, how long have Roman and Kate been together then, if they got enough to have 2 kids that are grown?
Well, maybe, yeah, maybe this is already, Kate and Roman 3.0 or something.
See,
Because, like we said,
that is our biggest suffering, is we have no flippin' clue. None whatsoever. They don't say it on the show. We don't know. We lost our professor. I don't know what happened to her.
like last week where we saw Marlena say that she and John were married 5 times.
Yeah.
We had no idea that John and
No.
Marlena was actually broke up 4 times.
No, I would have said like they got married 3, you know, because it's a soap. You're gonna get married more than once.
Oh, yeah.
Not unless you come to the soap married, like the Bradys. I don't think the Bradys, like Sean and Carolyn, I don't think they split up and got remarried or anything. I definitely think the Hortons stayed together. I think the Hortons were that Tom and Alice.
Oh, sure. They're the Martins of it all.
Yeah, they had to stay together.
They had to
The
stay
Martins
together,
of
yes.
it all. So here's the thing. Days of Our Lives is slow and uninteresting, unless it's not. We've been talking about the slow and uninteresting parts of Days of Our Lives up to this point. You know what's not slow and uninteresting?
What's that?
Dimitri coming back to town. Theo waking
that-
up.
oh,
Peter
and my
Blake dying.
goodness.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I really, really, really want Leo to stay Mr. Hernandez crazy. I just don't want him, and Dimitri putting a big old kiss on him on Friday. I want it. I want Leo to push away from him. I really do.
I want that. I don't know what I want for Leo because I partially don't care, you know. Excuse me, but I feel as though if I was in Leo's situation and I just got married to this person and Dimitri shows up and he's like, oh, here's the truth of what happened. Somebody forged that letter. There was no Dear John. I've been thinking of you this whole time and we're just going to take it as truth because why not? We don't have time to prove it. We're just going to move forward with it as though this is truth. Cool. Fine. No problem. And then this guy that I just married is like, well, you got to figure out how you feel about him. Come find me later. And then like cries himself to sleep at night and drinks over a decision I haven't made and have been forced into because of you. Because you didn't stand by me. Because you didn't say, oh, what the hell? Get out of here, Dimitri. He's moved on. He's my guy now. I'd be really mad at Javi. You have this little faith in me that you would stand on this altar with me until an ex shows up that I thought was gone, and you're like, oh, you're gonna figure it out. I would be so unhappy with him. I don't think that was an act of love.
Oh, well, maybe not. But Leo should remember, what is Dimitri capable of?
Everything?
Dimitri is capable of a whole lot of things. And his love for money will trump anything else. Just like Gwen.
Well, sure, but there's no money in Leo. Leo's all emotion. It's all love. It's all heart. I would just be mad at Javi, and as an audience member, I'm mad at Javi. I do not like how he reacted to this situation. I feel as though he saw this thing and immediately removed himself from something that he has been living for like the last couple of years. Like I don't agree with the decision. I don't understand the decision, and I think he's being a baby.
Oh, so you think he's reaching for a problem that's just not necessarily there?
No, where was the problem? Dimitri showed up and Leo hadn't said anything other than I just got married. I'm with the man that all he said was positive things about Javi. And he's like, well, screw this. Oh, you got to figure it out. Call me when you know who you want to be with. As if Leo had presented some sort of trouble, which he hasn't and still
No,
hasn't.
but I think that Leo, especially early on in their relationship when they were just getting together, I think he was full of a lot of Dimitri stories there for a little while.
Sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm just saying give him a chance to actually show something, rather than being like, well, I know how this is going. It's not like Jason came back to town and now Drew dumps Carly. Like, that's obvious. Do that. But over on this thing, I didn't agree with Javi's decision. Now, whether or not Leo winds up back with Dimitri, I don't necessarily think that he needs to if Javi's going to stick around. But also, they don't have Calderon anymore. Al Calderon. Like, he left the show ages ago.
I tell you what's going to blow up in someone's face is I think everything's going to blow up in Gwen's face.
So Dimitri's totally right when he's like, you gravely miscalculated by trying to stick it to Leo at this. Because now I'm out. I'm going to divorce you. This is what the will says, and they're going to hold it to the letter of what it says, not the spirit of what it says.
And you're even going to have to pay back everything you spent with interest.
Yeah. And so that's gonna get real disastrous. And with the new heart of Leo Stark, he may want to be separated from all of it. I don't know what the future is. The biggest suggestion to me is the fact that Al Calderon left the show a while ago to go be on some other show, which is probably already airing. And I have not heard of a Javi recast whatsoever.
Yeah, I was actually going to ask you, had you heard? I know that, of course, we know that Javi, the actress playing Javi, is going to be leaving because he got a new opportunity that was, something great. And
yeah, it's some primetime gig, like a real cool primetime gig, like an NCIS type of thing. I don't know exactly what it was.
Right, but he got some cool opportunity to make him want to leave the lot for Days of Our Lives.
Yeah.
Cool, we understand.
Yeah.
Now I haven't heard anything about a recast for him either. Or is Javi going to just leave?
He might leave, and maybe Javi will get disappeared, just like Dimitri was disappeared. Because apparently next week is where it's all at. All right, we laid the foundation this week for next week's developments. Apparently next week is going to be a biggin, as I guess we lean toward February sweeps like we were talking about in the previous podcast. So next week we got Sophia stuff next week. We got Rachel stuff next week. We got Johnny and Chanel and baby stuff next week. We've got Leo taking action in this situation that he's in next week. So we got a lot of really cool, exciting stuff for next week. Tension between Alex and Stephanie continues when it comes to book
because what, now
tours.
he's trying to tell her what she isn't going to do now.
Well, I got to keep you safe. You're my fiance after all. You're not going to become this domineering Kyriakis, okay?
No.
Back off. You're not Victor.
No. You have to Victor yourself out of here.
Rex and Cassie were a crazy ass story. They were space? Space? I don't quite understand what that means, Cassie. Margaret follows up. Rex and Cassie, this is Roman and Kate's kids. They were the product of artificial insemination.
Oh.
Stefano wanted to create superhumans or something. So he took Kate and Roman's DNA. And this just supports the fact that I think that Liam is Roman and Marlena's kid. Because Stefano was already up to this nonsense anyway.
Exactly.
Now, next week we're going to find out more about that guy, more about Liam and his connection to Theo.
Okay.
Which now is going to make it real interesting for Abe. It's all coming down next week. Is he going to continue to be our Demira CEO? We'll find out next week.
Well, right now it's Johnny.
Right now it's Johnny. What's the future of the new Demira baby? Johnny and Chanel.
know.
So we're going to find out next week. Will they last? We probably won't find out next week, but we might get a suggestion next week. I think EJ's back next week. I think that we're going to get that scene where Paulina's looking in the thing next week. Like we're getting there.
Oh boy.
I can't say for sure, but I think.
Paulina will be in danger.
Javi's has been going through it, says Margaret. A little sympathy for Javi. Javi's been going through it recently with his deceased daughter and losing Trey and adding on to her sentence now this.
Yes. Now
It's just been one tragedy after another.
It has been.
So, poor Javi.
Yeah, Javi
Well,
might
maybe he'll just leave town.
jump on the next EMT truck on out of there.
He might. He might. He should be like, hey, where's that commuter train going? New York? Where'd I come from? Miami? It was nice to see the Demira, excuse me, the Hernandezes, though. When the new writers came out, right, and they said, oh, we're going to be focusing on family, I think that they've successfully done that. I think that they've done a good job of making us feel a little more of the family connections between everybody. So I'll give them credit for that. You know, like like especially the Demiras are united now, and I gotta say we gotta say briefly because we're running out of time. Peter coming in, being responsible for everything, falling down, nearly dying, I'll see you in hell, and then actually dies is the coolest thing that Days of Our Lives has done in like a year.
I was so surprised. I thought for sure Peter was going to survive.
I thought he would survive too and continue to be a problem, but he's dead. Unless he was knocked out by Dr. Rolf.
Him dead.
Unless, the body disappears and he's going to be next to Alicia. You know how they do it. But
oh, sure, he could be in the pod next to whoever's in the pod.
Right. But if they do that, they might not. They could have just taken him out. It could have been EJ's orders, just deal with them.
But at the same time, though, it does not make sense to take the time to get the original actor Peter back.
But it's not the original actor of Peter.
I thought it was.
No, this is a recast. He just used to be on a Young and the Restless or something. It's a known face, but it's not the original Peter.
I was disappointed with them killing off Peter so quickly because I thought the actor did such a good job.
The actor did do a great job. Like, he really knew what, and I think it's because he knew that this was only a couple of days. So I think that he knew to come in with that over-the-top Bond villainy and this is the end of you. I think that he just knew to bring that energy so he can make a loud impact and then be taken out. One Life to Live, excuse me. Thank you very much. Cassie doesn't think he's dead. I think he's dead. I think he should be dead. And here's why. Why not? Why not? Why not do that? Why not do... Especially since this is a streaming soap, which makes it a little safer. They are on for the next 2 years.
Yes.
They are on. They're on for it's been signed, all that sort of stuff. They're going to be producing the show for the next 2 years. You can do something like this so safely. And it's surprising, it's shocking. Nobody saw it coming. Mm-hmm. And I thought it was entertaining as hell for him to come in, be this big splash, for him to die, and now the real fallout is whatever Vivian has going, whatever Stefan is doing, because Stefan's not dead.
Nope. I think Vivian and Stefan is behind the whole Crip thing.
Yeah.
Totally, I think he's totally behind it. And this really fuels a new feud between Kristen and EJ. Because Kristen is pissed at EJ.
For
wants
sure.
his hide right now.
Yeah. Yes. Kayla kind of acted weird telling Kristen, says Jeannie. I don't know why would she lie. What would she gain from it? If anything, Dr. Rolf put a heart slowing serum in his body. That's for him to whisk the body away to do experiments on versus a straight up death. But they did the code blue and the this, that, and the other thing, and who knows? Maybe.
But that is a straight up the alley of Days of Our Lives, though, not to have him dead. It seems like from what we've seen in the last 2 years, for an actor, for the character to really be gone, it's got to be a Drake kind of situation.
Yeah. I mean, we've been saying for 2 years that Lee Shin's not dead, but we've absolutely no suggestion that he's not. So, but with Rolf's move, Peter is likely alive. I mean, that's the whole thing, and I think that's probably the soap aspect of it all. For this for this story, I don't know. I don't know, and I don't know because I need to know what's happening next. Because if Vivian and Stefan are up to something, and this is the next layer of the plan, and they can have Peter hidden in the wings because everybody thinks he's dead, that's one thing.
And, if Stefan is not dead, I wouldn't be surprised if they had the person to discover him not be dead, but not necessarily do anything about it, but just know and try to make his life a living hell would be Gabby.
She was hurt. She was shocked and hurt by it.
She was shocked and hurt by it.
Yeah, she was even like, should I go out there? Should I go to... I'm going to go there right now. Whoa. Hold on a sec. You don't need to go to Alamania.
Mm-hmm.
Vivian Alamania. I can't get rid of her, can you?
No, my gosh, no. First time I saw her on Days of Our Lives since we've been watching is when she came on with Helena Cassadine looking sparkly thing on her head.
Yes. Yes. Just looking all glamorous in the Demira mansion.
She was looking like Elizabeth Taylor that day.
I hope they don't have Rafe with Kristen. I don't think they're going to go in a Rafe and Kristen direction. I think Rafe is more likely to find himself in a little three-way romance between him, Kat, and EJ before they do Rafe and Kristen.
I think so too.
I don't know what the future is for
I
Kristen.
honestly think that we might get, even though right now he's trying to play with Sarah, we might get a Kristen and Brady
I would
together
say
again someday.
I would say we get Brady and Kristen together again, Sarah and Xander together again. I think that they're gonna have Chad and Belle go on a date and be like, "This is silly."
Maybe, huh?
I don't know. I don't know if I like this, Chad. I don't know if I like this either, Belle. Let's just talk about life.
And this is what I don't like about it. Does every Demira and every, every black, all the girl blacks and all the boys Demira have to hook up with each other? Because that's what's happening.
So there's this interesting feeling that I had at the end of the crypt thing when everybody was in the crypt just before, well, even just before Peter was dropped in there and during the Peter stuff. When you can see just how vast the siblingness of the Demirs really are. And when you look at it, it's like 7 characters in a cast of 20.
Right.
So the likelihood of you having to date a Demira is real high.
It is, huh?
It's just real high. That's why we have the good ones and the bad ones and the neutral ones. It's because we just got so many gosh darn Demiras.
Yeah.
And there's
'Cause
others too.
EJ
Like, what happened to our sister, the one that's out there? Is so-and-so going to show up in here too? Like, there's even more out there.
I mean, EJ has already been with Sammy, and he's been with Belle. Yeah.
He needs to collect himself a Carrie. And I guess what were the name? Cassie.
Yeah.
He could just have all of the Brady Evanses, Brady Evans Blackses.
Yeah.
I don't think Stefan is dead. I think Vivian is faking his death to keep him away from Gabby. I think that Rafe was right, Cassie. I think that Rafe was right this week when he said, well, who are the 2 people to benefit the most if this worked out? Well, Peter for doing it. He gets his little cut. And Stefan, the last Demira standing.
Yep.
Boom.
Yep. Last Demira standing. And
But
that
here's
was
the thing. Here's the thing.
Boy, he's
Vivian
bad.
does stuff. Vivian does stuff for her kids without their permission all the time, though.
All the time.
All the
So
time.
Vivian could be behind all of this with Stefan in tow, but Stefan's plan, the plan that Stefan is part of, is a facade.
It could be that deep.
Yeah, it could be that deep.
It could be that deep.
Yeah, he's all aboard. He's all on board with Vivian, but he's on board for something that's not happening.
Yeah. Or he's chained to a desk somewhere and can't do anything.
Because it would be surprising for Stefan, for me, it would be surprising for Stefan to be in cahoots with his mother. Yeah, go ahead and just kill all of my siblings.
I didn't get that sense from Stefan when we were watching him on the show. I didn't get the sense that he would go that far. Sure, take the CEO ship from someone. Sure. But make sure that
Absolutely.
all of my siblings have passed away in the Demira crypt because of this gas in some sort of poetic fashion. That's totally Vivian.
Yes, that's Vivian.
That's a Vivian style plan.
Vivian's crazy. Vivian's crazy.
And she's crazy, and she also is seems to be like a writer when it comes to her plots. Like there's some sort of magic, to it, some sort of je ne sais pas, if you will.
Yeah, she stirs the pot a lot and steps away.
I mean, she has the black car show up, pull up. The trunk pops open. 2 goons come out, shove the guy inside, close it, drive off, and that's the end of the character. That's it for Stefan. We don't know what happened to him or why, but Vivian needed her son, so she took him.
You just took him.
Took him. That's a Vivian Alamain style plot. Margaret personally loves it when EJ and Kristen are feuding. And I think that we got a lot of that coming, especially since Peter's dead.
We got a lot of that coming too. And why does EJ let any old buddy come live there? Okay, Gwen should have been shown the door when she showed up.
Because
why is he letting her live there?
The Demiras, mother, they're all Demiras. Through marriage. even though it's a von Leuschner last name, they are still of the Demira bloodline.
Yes.
And so it is their family home, and they are welcome.
Yeah.
Plus EJ and
Gwen loves living there.
Plus EJ and Gwen
loves-
are working together. They're working together in the secret lab and the resurrection of presumably Lexi. They also work together in the disappearance of Dimitri. Back when EJ was still the DA of Salem.
Mm-hmm. I have to say,
he was taken to Supermax, and he sent that Dear John letter to Leo when Leo was still in prison himself. Mm-hmm. So they took him away immediately. Mm-hmm. Anyway, you were saying?
I have to say though, EJ, even though I wasn't watching Stefano at the time, but I've heard enough. EJ is a chip off the old block.
He's always got a plot going on.
He's always going to be a schemer.
He's always got some sort of plot happening.
Yeah.
So.
And he's always going to talk to that portrait as if the portrait's got some kind of like special love for him.
Father.
Or, my father. And how pleased father must be. With his little pinky rig on.
And now, Father.
I am Stefano. He could change. Wouldn't it be funny? And I could see Susan it would be so comical if he went and legally changed his name to Stefano.
Susan would hate it.
Susan,
you don't like your name, Elfish? You don't like your name? You named after the king. You're one of the greatest men of all time. He wasn't even raised by Stefano. Says Jeannie. No.
Well, Kristen ain't even his child, but she's still got some Demira kind of actions going on.
Well, he was a great influence and role model, I suppose.
I
maybe
guess.
not a great role model, but he was a powerful influence. And even though his modeling of said role was not what we would want it to be, he was still a role model for his children.
With all the inseminations and all these different. Does anybody get pregnant the old-fashioned way besides Chanel? I guess Chanel did get pregnant the old-fashioned way, didn't she?
Well, I think most of the kids came from the old-fashioned way, unless you're a Demira. But then again, I don't know who Chad's mom is. Apparently Stefano was just flying around the world, just making babies.
I'm telling you.
Making babies.
He sounds like, and of course I didn't get to see the two, but it sounds like Victor might have had a little tiny heart that grew.
Yeah.
But Stefano didn't have a heart at all.
No, not until, and it was proven time and time again when he was shot in the chest and survived, up until Hope finally got that last one in, aimed just right to get that little scab underneath his breastplate that was his heart. But she finally got it. And Ma, you got to see it. You got to look up the clip of Hope shoots Stefano for the last time because they did the classic thing. This was, they knew that Joe Masculo was done, and this was it for him, and this was it for Stefano, and so they did it up with the slow motion and the emotion on the face and the firing, and then the being shot and doing it the Italian way. You got to see it.
I'll have to see. So was Hope was working? Did she shoot? I know she was a cop. Did she shoot him as an officer, or did she shoot him?
She shot him as
civilian?
Hope. She shot him as Hope Brady because
Oh, she
Stefano
was a
had done
civilian at
something
the
to
time.
Bo. I think there was one of the many times in which I think Bo might hold the record for the most deaths on Days of Our Lives, to be frank. I
mocked
think
him a few
Bo had
times, huh?
died recently, and it was because of something that Stefano did. And so when Hope confronted him, she had had enough of this man and took him off the playing board.
Oh boy.
Chad's mom, I think, was a call girl who was friends with Kate, says Jeannie. So there you go. She's making babies
Well, there
everywhere.
you go.
So yeah, it was Hope was responsible for the final death of the Phoenix. All right, folks. That was it. We were talking about soaps, and it was a good time. We talked about the plots of Beyond the Gates and Days of Our Lives. You guys had fun. You participated in the chat, and I know you liked the video and subscribed to the channel while you were along for the ride.
Yeah, and I want Chanel to have her baby, and I want Johnny to quit being stupid.
Well, I think that Chanel's going to have her baby, and Johnny's going to continue to be stupid. And
he is Demira.
if you are a Johnny and Chanel fan, I'm so sorry, but I think you may be seeing the end of that run. We'll see. We'll see. Kate was a Carl girl at one time too, says Margaret. This is the fun part of the chat when they get to remind us of days of yesteryear.
Yeah.
Rafe helped Hope hide Stefano. This must have been during the Hope and Rafe romance era, if not the beginning of said romance.
Oh. So they hid his body, huh?
They hid his body together.
They should have hid him in the crypt. No one goes out there.
Yeah, did they bury him in the dirt in the crypt? Is that whose those bones were? They were Stefano's bones? They're very sharp bones.
Well, they need to figure out whose bones those are, huh?
Right? They need to run a little DNA test. They need to get Bones in here, huh? That detective Bones.
Well, we know it ain't Dimitri.
Dimitri's fine.
That's been proven.
Dimitri von Leuschner is okay. He really is. All right, folks. Well, like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're happy that Dimitri is alive. Like the video and subscribe to the channel if you couldn't care less. And like the video and subscribe to the channel if you are mad that he's back. Just like and subscribe, I think, is probably the bottom line there.
If you're delightful, he's back.
But that's it. The bill has come. They're kicking us out of Orphe Jeans. They need to turn this table over. The lunch rush is coming in. Well, the late lunch rush. The Linner crowd is about to show up here on this Sunday night. Yeah. So that was it, folks. Come back next week, live 11 a.m. We're going to talk about General Hospital. And then we'll be back again 1:30, talk about Days of Our Lives and Beyond the Gates. Just a soap-filled afternoon.
Yep.
So that was it.
And then your homework assignment is to watch all these shows this coming week. So
yes.
Next week, join the conversation with us.
Join the conversation and participate and give us your thoughts and feelings and your favorite moments and your least favorite moments and how you feel about all that. And also tell us the stuff we don't know about, because that's one of my favorite parts about talking about Days of Our Lives, is learning all of that stuff from the olden days.
Yes.
That we don't know now.
Yes. We
so,
are never going to catch up.
I think it would just be next to impossible.
It'd be, yeah, absolutely.
This is 60 years of television.
The Sands in the Hourglass has went lots and lots of time without us.
Many grains of sand. Stefano held Bo hostage for years. He escaped, but then had a brain tumor. You stole the last years of Bo's life from me. I remember him dying of the brain tumor. He died of the brain tumor in a field, kissing upon his lovely wife. Hope.
Yes.
Now, was that the time in which they brought Bo back to kill him?
Fancy face.
Fancy, not funny face. Was that the time in which they brought Bo back just to kill him off? Because I think there was some people who were really upset. Like, hey, you brought Bo back and now he's dead?
Yeah.
Very Peter Blake style. Anyway, folks, I don't want to get into that. You can tell me, though, in the chat before we turn off. That's it. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, find us on all of your favorite podcasting platforms. If you can't find it on your favorite podcasting platform, reach out to us on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook or wherever, Blue Sky, all of that, and point you in the right direction. Be happy to give you a link to where you can listen to us in your smart car.
And your smart car, yeah.
Always remember to swing for the fences and don't let that gate hit you in the butt on the way out. I've been Matt.
I've been Kat.
And we'll see you next week live right here on the 10th floor. Stefano called Bo boring and she blew him away.